Greetings, this is the Forgotten Prime, and today I'm doing another rant. I've been sitting on this one for a little while. A lot of the other guys have been doing a lot of the other stuff, and ladies, before I forget that last part, gotta respect my friends, whether they're male, female, or in between. Stop making it a point. Please, stop making a point. We're not in the 60s anymore. We're 2019, not 1960. 2019. And yet you seem to want to push us back into the 60s. You're trying to censor games again. You're trying to censor people again. Get your heads out of your asses. Again. I'm like, I am flabbergasted by the amount of nonsense that you guys keep spewing out there. I do not want your dramas in my life. I've got my own issues. I have my own life. I have my own things I gotta focus on. And with you guys messing up the hobby that I used to escape my shit life. But yeah, I'm not gonna bother telling you guys about my shitty life. I'm not gonna tell you that anything negative, because I don't see why. Why be negative? I don't get it. I'm like, can Captain Marvel fix Marvel's women problem? We already had women in it. And a lot of them had decent background stories that didn't need any tweaking or twitching or editing. Miss Marvel, not Captain. Ms. Marvel, not Captain. Not Danvers. Well, not this version of Danvers. This is the one that I was expecting. If not the male version. The Captain Marvel. I was expecting that. But then when I find out that you guys are going to shove down women down my throat, I don't mind. I love stories regarding women. I'm thinking of making a video of all of my favorite women. Just that. And if anybody else that I know watches this video, I highly recommend you do the same. Do a video of all your favorite women. In comic books, anime, manga, what have you, movies, books. If there's a picture of the character, put it up there. Prove to them that we do like women in our stories. All of these ladies that are on this picture right here, 90% of them I recognize. There's only one in there I don't. I don't remember her. If anybody in the group watches this and knows who this one is and this one over here, I don't know those two. Everybody else, I know. And each and every single one of them are badasses in their own way. Sure, I bet you there's more males than females. Whoopie fucking do. And there's even the bad guy chicks that aren't even on this list. I'm flabbergasted at how far you guys have fallen. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to read out clips and then give my focus afterwards. And some of this some of it he just basically points too far out that you guys are trying the feminine agenda. The first focused purely on a woman. Oh well. We don't need a film. Just if you wanted to do one, you should have just jumped the gun and said, okay, let's get Black Widow out there. Because she's been in the franchise a hell of a lot longer than Captain Marvel. We've had time to get used to that character from Iron Man, Avengers. We got used to her. We were curious more about her background. Not Carol Danvers. We don't know this lady. You're trying to shove something down her throat, and the way you were doing it, it's like you're saying, fuck you, men. Don't come to our films. Well, I'm not going to come to your films. I haven't gone to a film in a very long time because I've been feeling that you guys are putting in too much technology, too much CGI, too much everything in it, and no story behind it. So why spend my money on something that isn't going to make me happy, to keep me entertained? That's what movies are supposed to be for. Entertainment. I'm not being entertained. I'm being stressed. So what took Marvel so long to basically reach this point? He basically points out that it lies in the social, cultural, and economics. Keep those out of it, and there wouldn't be this. That's the problem I'm having. That's why I'm making this video. You're putting those things into the comic book now. That's why the comic books now aren't selling in the comic book shops. I just recently went to my comic book shop. He hasn't earned a dime from whatever they're talking about. He bought a shitload of Captain Marvel. He hasn't sold a single fucking one. A single one. The insanity on this. He told me that if it don't sell anytime soon, he has to cut the price on them by half, or give or take, because of the fact that they've put in new stipulations. It's insanity. I don't get any of this. That's my Captain Marvel. Or Miss Marvel. There's another one to add to this list, and it's only a one-shotter. Nine spin-offs. The newest one, not in this picture, but he can't sell it. He's got a case of 100. He got 3 variants from them for buying 100, and only a single variant each. And those variants, nobody wants them. One has Brie Larson on it, and I think another one has another artwork. I didn't look at it because I'm not very impressed with the way things are going. These original stories sold off the shelves. So we're sexist. He died many, many, many times. Yes, he got his butt kicked quite a few times. That's a given. But the thing is, he's not even human. He actually gave more shit about humanity than his own kind. He gave his own life to save ours. An alien. This chick, she's half human. If she, either way, either whether she kills Thanos or takes the bullet for someone, she's still not on my list. I don't get this story. It's like From the very beginning for this franchise, we were every last male, female, black, white, whatever. All of us were supposed to watch this, each of these films, in chronological order, so we could see the story unfold. And then we get told that this is a feminine film, so guys, don't bother coming. That's very sexist and very fucked up. That makes it, to me, that I don't get to see the whole story. That's not fair. And I'm hearing a lot of people saying the same thing. You're being unfair. And that's the name I'm going to name this. You are being unfair. You guys say that we are the trolls. To us, those of us that see story over politics, over sex issues, I don't understand this, guys. It's not needed. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. And yet you guys keep bringing her up. Very good film, yes. But stop trying to compare her to you. Stop. Now. Because when she fails, which I have no doubt she will, I'm not going to give any numbers because of the fact that the proof is in the pudding. I'm sorry. You guys keep digging your hole deeper and deeper and deeper. And yet you guys, sure, this wasn't the greatest of films, but she did a great job. When we say smile, we're asking you to smile during the areas that actually count. When you're trying to be a badass, yeah, I could see you wanting to be a badass. That don't look like badass, though, to me. It looks like my ex-bully trying to be a bully. It's kind of funny that I would see my ex-bully in a female. She's got everything. I had nothing. I still have nothing. But I have everything in my family and my friends that I keep close to me. And those who actually believe that common sense overweighs nonsense. The more I read this, the more I wanted to scream. He pointed out a lot of good stuff. But when she basically wants to turn the very thing that gave me happiness, I'm a bit like that Star Wars girl. She's emphatic and ecstatic of Star Wars because during that time it was making her life was shit. When my life was shit, X-Men, Spider-Man, and all of their spin-offs were there for me. Domino, Jean Grey, Rogue, the woman that's supposed to steal Carol Danvers' power, super strength and flight, and the ability, or her ability to heal a little bit faster than normal. That's what she stole. Not cosmic powers. I hope that when they do make a spin-off of this franchise, that they actually have Rogue devour that bitch. Because right now, I don't like her at all. I'm going to be vocal on this. I don't like this Carol Danvers. I want a film. Not really. If you can't give me a live-action film, give me an animated film then. And tell me to... I'll shut up at that point. If you give me a decent animated film that's based off of my animated timeline and not your guys's. Do what you did with Star Wars. You fucked it over. You changed the timeline. I've actually, in my folder, I've made 2 timelines. One, it's called Lucas timeline, and one, the Disney timeline. I'm at that point where I'm about to do the same thing to the Marvel franchise. I'm going to put if I ever buy a copy, most likely a hand-me-down used copy from one of those resale shops of Captain Marvel, and put that on its own shelf, its own little timeline. I'll probably watch Endgame, but anything after that, I have a feeling they're going to try to push more of that style of Carol Danvers, the newer version, which I will not give any credence to this version. You continue to pander to people who do not buy or spend any money on this. You're going to go broke. And I'm going to laugh my ass off. Because I'm not going to spend my money on you. I'd rather spend my money on food or clothes or something that's not related to you right now. The more you guys open your mouths, the more you put these these editorials on the internet, more of people like me are going to call you out on it and tell you it didn't need to be fixed at all. Shareholders of these companies, if you want to make money, fire the lot of them as soon as possible, because the longer you allow them to continue this, the more money you lose. Quality over quantity. You guys don't deserve my saying. I am very disappointed in you. With great power comes great responsibility. And you guys have fucking failed.